And welcome back. We want to take a second to welcome our Fox viewers. In crime news across the state, an 18-year-old has been charged with murder in the death of another teen on the grounds of a St. Louis high school. Arliss Collier was charged with first-degree murder and armed criminal action. 18-year-old William Bellamy was found dead with gunshot wounds early yesterday morning on the grounds of McCullough North High School. Police say the shooting was related to a feud between the two teens. Collier is being held in jail with a $5,000 cash bond. In world news tonight, leaders of the Group of 7 wealthy nations said today they will lead the world out of the coronavirus pandemic. At the group's first face-to-face meeting in 2 years, G7 leaders pledged more than 1 billion vaccine doses to poorer nations. They also vowed to fight climate change and backed a minimum tax on multinational corporations. They also dangled promises of support of human rights in China, infrastructure, and education. The agreements they reached over the 3-day span in England that ended today are set to demonstrate the international cooperation. National officials say these ties were affected by the pandemic and the acts of former U.S. President Donald Trump. President Biden ends his trip to the UK with private tea with Queen Elizabeth today. He's winning praise from world leaders at the G7 summit. ABC's Christine Sloan has the latest.
President Biden wrapping things up in Cornwall today on the last day of the G7 summit, the first face-to-face gathering of the leaders since the pandemic began. The president will have 2 G7 sessions before he and the First Lady visit Windsor Castle for tea with Queen Elizabeth. Throughout the summit, the president continuing to stress this message.
The United States, I've said before, we're back. The U.S. is back.
Asked by ABC's Karen Travers if that message is getting through.
You guys, let's go. You guys, let's go. Thank you. Guys, let's go. Thank you. Let's go.
French President Emmanuel Macron praising Biden after their meeting on Saturday.
And I think it's great to have the U.S. president part of the club.
UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson calling Biden a breath of fresh air. And German Chancellor Angela Merkel saying the president stands for a commitment to partnership that was, quote, missing in recent years. But there is some disagreement. Biden and Johnson's support taking a tough stance against China's growing influence, while Merkel and Italian Prime Minister Mario Draghi support a more moderate approach. On Monday, President Biden will take part in the NATO summit in Brussels, where in stark contrast to former President Trump, the White House says Biden will solidify the U.S. commitment to the alliance. Wednesday, all eyes will be on Geneva when Biden meets face-to-face with Russian President Vladimir Putin. Christine Sloan, ABC News, New York.
And looking at COVID-19 across the world, Cuba has recorded more than 1,400 new COVID-19 cases today. This is the highest daily case number since the beginning of the pandemic. Officials have also reported 12 new COVID-related deaths. Cuba government said on Friday that it would tighten restrictions on people entering and leaving Havana. This island is widely administering its homegrown vaccines. The efficiency of these vaccines are yet to be determined. Israel's parliament has narrowly approved a new coalition government ending the 12-year rule of its prime minister. The new prime minister, who was a rival to the previous prime minister, was sworn into office after a 60-59 vote. The new prime minister has promised to try to heal a divided nation. He will preside over a fragile coalition comprised of 8 parties with deep ideological differences. Although the previous leader is 71 years old, he made it clear he has no intention of exiting the political stage. He called the new coalition, quote, a dangerous government.
Well, the past 2 weeks here in mid-Missouri, temperatures have been well above the average. Coming up after the break, we're going to be looking at the 8 to 14 day away temperature outlook to see what the temperature is going to be looking at for the second half of June.
Socrates ABC 17.